basketball in need of a big spurt here. Christian Van Hook rises up, jumper top of the key. That's no good. Rebound comes down to McAdams for Glenwood. Glenwood on top, 45-31, and Josh, they've been getting the open looks at three, and they haven't been missing.
Yeah, 10 of 18 from the three-point line, and we knew they'd shoot it well, especially at home.
Allen misses the three. Ball loose, tracked down by Thurston for Glenwood. And Tom, as you alluded to, if they get a sizable lead, they know what to do with it. Hang on to it. McAdams. And then we've got a foul on
the Railers, so Glenwood will get the ball. When it rains, it pours, Jeff, and the Railers just can't get out of their own way right now.
So McAdams, three counts to make it 48-31. Fouls called on Bowlby.
Man.
Underneath, and now we've got a foul, and it's going to be called on Glenwood, I think, I think they got Helm for pushing Podbelsic in the back. Don't you miss officiating, Tom?
I do, Jeff. That play was intriguing. I mean, I was actually running through my mind, would I have missed that? I know I would have gone and talked to my partner, so we probably would have got it right.
7 minutes to go. Max with the move, throws it up, won't go down, but I think Max will go to the line, and I think Cook will be shooting two. Railers down 17.
Yeah, really, Max has been the most aggressive to the basket tonight, and he's had a smaller guy on him, and there again, he kind of not directly posted him up, but kind of backed him down to there, and we thought Max could do that all night.
Yeah, and Thurston's just taking Van Hook out of this game after the first quarter, so the Reds really struggling for offense.
Max misses the free throw, guys. It's Boykin's first trip to the line of the night.
You don't take it to the basket, you don't get fouled. They just don't call it. Gone are the days when they'll just call fouls. All we're doing is protecting the shooters and the rebounders now.
48-32, Max now with 3 in the game. Again, Christian had 13, in fact, he had 11 in the first quarter, only 2 points since.
Yeah, and the Thurston's just taking them out. Glenwood's game plan, the Railers, very well tonight.
McAdams, Allen at that high post to Thurston, turns, shoots on the way, good.
You almost think, well, I mean, it's universal the way you attack this, but boy, he's attacking us just like Southeast used to.
Well, it's hard to pressure, too, with Jake, his size up front on the point guard. It's hard to pressure and get any pressure on the point guard. He can just lob it right over us.
Right, 6'5".
Bowlby on top to Olsen. Podbelsic back to Christian. Christian between the circles over to Bowlby. On the right wing, back on top to Cook. Max on the right side to Olsen. Down low to Christian in the block. Christian needs to make a move. Fadeaway jumper on the way. Too long. Cook tried to grab it. Esperum does for Glenwood. McAdams gets it back to Allen into the front court to Thurston, and we're at the 6-minute mark. Glenwood on top big by 18.
Yeah, Glenwood really manhandling the Railers tonight, and this game's probably for the tournament championship, you think, Jeff?
Tipped out of bounds by Bowlby.
Glenwood will go into tomorrow with no losses, and everybody else will have at least one, so all they have to do is clean up tomorrow, and they're set to go.
And really, they've got Taylorville in the morning and Jacksonville at the 8 o'clock game tomorrow night, which a lot of people thought Jacksonville would be in the championship since they beat us early on in the season, so they moved Jacksonville to play at 8 o'clock. Pending that be the championship, but that's not the way it's going to be.
No, I don't think so. It'd be a heck of an upset.
Yeah.
6 minutes to go in this contest.
This Glenwood team's tough.
Yeah, they are. They're big. You know, their guards all the way across the line are 6'3", 6'4", and they're solid.
And Adams tries a three, hits the side of the backboard as Podbelsic goes down.
And in Division III, 6'5" guards are great.
Yeah.
Gesner with the move, block's going to go baseline, spin move off the glass, a little too strong. Allen tries to grab it, ball being tipped around, and it is Allen who comes out of there with it. Tipped away from behind by Gesner, and then a foul's going to be whistled on Jordan.
Boy, Coach Allen's not been happy with this official tonight.
And that foul will send Glenwood to the line, shooting one in bonus at the 5:21 mark.
Yeah, it's looking a little bleak for the Railers.
Yeah, and now, as aggressive as the Railers have been on defense and fouling, you put a good free throw shooting team to the line for more, especially at home. This lead could grow quickly.
Yeah.
Allen, free throw up, spins out, Ball tipped around, tracked down by Block, and saved inbounds to Glenwood.
Everything that could go wrong tonight.
Allen, Thurston skips it over the top of the zone to Esprum. Inside to Fuchs at 14, doesn't decide to take the shot. Kicks it over to Esprum. He's going to drive in. Double team, Kirby and Block there. Kick it back out to Thurston. Fuchs, watched by Gesner and Podbelsic. Esprum all the way across to Thurston. Makes a move on the baseline, kicks to Esprum. His three. Short. Ball tipped around. Gesner comes out of there with it. And Allen's going to be whistled for the foul, getting in the way of Gesner. For Allen, that will be his second, fifth on the team. .440 left in our contest. It is Glenwood 50, Lincoln 32. Podbelsic out, working around to Van Hook. Gesner to Kirby. Block. Looks to make a move. Goes behind the back unnecessarily, loses the ball. Coming up with it is going to be Chatham.
You know, the Railers done a good job of turnovers tonight. They only have 4.
Yeah, and Chatham plays a physical man-to-man.
Well,
the thing is, the Railers have just pretty much kept the ball out on the perimeter and not had to go to the basket. That way, the turnovers haven't been there.
Josh, you're doing to us just what we used to do to teams all the time, and that is we made them play at 30 feet.
Right.
Can't find a way in. Boy, oh boy.
And then a foul is going to be whistled in either Austin or Fuchs.
And Fuchs gets away with taunting. Man, oh man, that kid's out of control.
Fuchs will go to the line. He'll be shooting 1 and bonus.
The official and Coach Bozeman are
free throw up, free throw good.
Had a rather animated conversation, so I suspect he told him such.
Well, maybe you do a lot better like a parent, but instead of telling his teacher, tell the kid.
Exactly.
Fuchs' second free throw on the way. That's off no good. Block the rebound.
The Raiders just don't want to lose their cool here. Fuchs is going to try.
Block.
Picked up his dribble in the corner.
Skips it over. Back on top to Christian. Christian looks to make a move. Turnaround jumper. That's up. Back rim. No good. Since the first quarter, Christian's really been shut down, and so goes Christian tonight. So have gone the Railers. And then Gesner's going to be whistled for that.
Yeah, that's what happens when you do get in foul trouble. You lose your rhythm, and he definitely lost his rhythm. He was in as good a rhythm as we've seen this year anybody have. And I mean, the shots were falling. He was hitting tough shots. The guys were in his face. He was still hitting them. And you pick up foul. One of them was a cheap foul. And when you pick it up, you lose your rhythm, and you can't regain it once you get back into the game.
And that's exactly what happened. He sat second quarter, and he hasn't been the same player since.
Now his first free throw up and good.
The Railers cannot be successful without Van Hook in the game, scoring points for us.
Christian will head to the bench. 52-32, 20-point advantage for the Titans.
I think Coach is in full morale mode tonight. He's patting people on the back, trying to keep their chins up. They got a game here in just a few hours.
Yeah, it's not going to take long. 11:30 start for the Railers.
Yeah, you don't want these kids. You want them to forget tonight and just go back tomorrow and play. We can win 2 tomorrow.
Gavin's three, that's no good.
First 3 of the fourth quarter for the Railers.
Lob it down to Fuchs. Matt Hayes knocks it away, and then it's laid up and in by Sharp.
Well, give credit to Matt. He went up there and knocked that thing away. I didn't see Fuchs smiling quite so much there, Jeff.
54-32, a blocking foul is going to be whistled on Gates, I believe they got with that one. The 6-team foul, 2:56 to go, 54-32. Austin back to Gesner. Gesner with the 3, and McAdams is going to be whistled. We're going to say with a push.
Sure it was. Wow.
You know, from my angle, I thought it was all ball, and I could see Coach Alexander between McAdams and Gesner, so it didn't look like there was contact low. And I think Coach Blakeman's wanting an explanation as well.
So, you know, as an official, some nights it's just awkward. You got a lot of weird plays like happened tonight. He's got two teams that are physical, that don't like each other. These games are hard to officiate and make them look any good at all.
Yeah, it's tough, and you keep it sporty, if you want to say, and two teams battling out, and tonight Chatham was better, especially from the three-point line.
Yeah. And they're not going to shoot like that all year, but boy, they lit us up tonight. And give them credit, they ran a great offense. They had good looks. The looks they were knocking down were open looks.
Anytime you can get direct passes against a 1-2-2 without any lob or any height or a tip away or a deflection or something like that, most teams are going to be able to pass the ball around on you pretty good. And tonight, the Railers just didn't have the pressure.
Nope. Gesner made all three. Austin diving, tried to save it in bounds. Nice hustle by Kirby. 2:46 to go, 54-39, a 19-point spread for Glenwood.
Matt Hayes and Fuchs getting acquainted.
And then it's thrown away. Allen tried to throw it to McAdams. Gesner fires another high-arcing three, shoots up an air ball. Cook tries to save it in bounds and saves it right to Chatham. And then Austin with tried to tackle Allen, tried to knock him off balance.
Austin's really put a lot of hustle in tonight.
Yeah, if there's one player you never have to worry about his motor stopping, it's Austin.
Nah. Just what you'd expect from his bloodline. There's no quitting in that bloodline.
2:15 to go. Kirby and Fuchs.
Again. How come Fuchs is in the middle of all this? Man.
McAdams. Allen and a double team from Gesner and Kirby. And Glenwood just hanging onto the ball right now, down to a minute 50. Gates over to Allen. Skips it over to McAdams. He lays it up and in.
Levitt just moving the Railers back and forth all around.
56-35, a minute 30 to go. Matt Hayes going to take the basket, lays it off the glass, missed it.
Doesn't matter. We should have been doing it all game.
1:24 to go. Ahead, nice job by Hayes as he tips it away and gets the steal.
I think the Glenwood kids could be a little more creative.
And then a timeout taken by the Railers, simply I think just to get subs in. Olsen, Heimer, Highbreeder, and Podbelsic will check in.
And all those other guys will check out.
1:14 to go, a timeout. We will keep it here, 56-35.
Glenwood going to move to 17-3. I did not see this coming last year, Doc. I didn't see this team as being this good.
Well, they had a lot of guys come back, you know, and you're looking at 4 or 5 starters now back, plus the kid Fuchs kid, that's his first game back tonight. So all 5 starters back with some size. You know, they're not overly athletic, but they take care of the ball. They do the things you're supposed to do. And
6'5" guards.
Yeah, you don't have a 6'8" guy, but when you got 6'4", 6'5" guards, and spread that all around and you play the game the way it's supposed to be played, you could have a successful year.
Yeah, and Glenwood always plays fundamentally sound.
Heimer tripped up by Blakeman,
who looks just exactly like his father.
and really, they got upset in Collinsville by Granite City, and you could have seen this team somewhere around the Final Four, really.
Oh, yeah.
They got upset in the first round, and we would have never played them in the consolation championship.
Heimer,
I don't know how they lost that game.
missed it, tipped around, tracked down by Blakeman. 56-35, under a minute to go. Stolen away, Highbreeder saves it back to Podbelsic, who gets it over to Olsen. Nice job by Highbreeder on the steal. Right by Eimer, and Dane goes down really hard that time. Blakeman with the foul again. Boy, Dane went down hard that time, but he bounces right back up and he'll head to the line. (56-35). 35 seconds left here. Free throw up, left it short. Track down, Dane tries to get it. It's going to be knocked out of bounds by Eimer.
Well, too much of everything tonight for the Railers, Jeff.
Except points.
Yeah, played a good first half. 4 points down at half, or 3 points down at half, and then 5 points. Sorry. Then just the wheels came off in the third quarter.
Jumper on the way from Fuchs for three. 59-35. High breeder over to Eimer. Eimer thought about it. Podbelsic kicks it over to Eimer, down to 8. Eimer makes a move. Down the lane, little floater, it will go down.
Yeah, nice move by Eimer right down the middle.
But that's the way this one will end. Our final score, Chatham Glenwood easily over the Railers by a final score of 59-37. The Railers dropped to 9-11 on the year, 4-5 in the conference. Glenwood up to 17-3, 8-1 in Central State 8 play.